Hey everybody, welcome back to the Family Channel.
Hi!
We hope you guys are having a fantastically awesome day so far, and we hope you're having an awesome weekend. Today we are reacting to a suggestion from Miguel Hernandez on what new Secret Service recruits go through at boot camp. And he sent this in to us after we checked out the video on how the president travels, and we were asking, I wonder what sort of training these guys get. So thank you very much, Miguel. I really do appreciate it. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly as well. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this because these guys are elite, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
They are like top of, what is it? Cream of the crop. Cream of the crop. Awesome. So I'm really looking forward to this. But before we do, if you guys haven't done so already, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's check out what new Secret Service recruits go through at boot camp.
You okay, man?
Mother.
Hey, put the bat down. Right, slowly, drop the bat.
I want you to take all the notions that you have about what we do in the Secret Service that you've seen on the
looks
movies
so cool.
and on TV shows, and I want you to throw it out the window. The Secret Service is the premier law enforcement agency in the world. It is by far the best protective agency that's ever been. The Secret Service has a zero-fail mission.
Zero
That is
fail.
now your responsibility. That is now the weight on your shoulders. Now you have to earn it every single day.
That is a lot of responsibility, eh?
Yeah,
The way you say it
it
is your, like, the weight is on your shoulders now. Imagine
Yeah.
that. One mess up and you ruin their whole record.
Yeah.
This is Secret Service Boot Camp. Before they join the Secret Service, all recruits have to graduate from the agency's 6-month training program. Training happens here at the James J. Rowley Training Center in Laurel, Maryland, located about 20 miles north of Washington.
Welcome to the James J. Rowley United States Secret Service Training Center.
On day one, a new class of recruits arrives at the academy.
Have a seat. Every one of you sitting here right now, there was about 100 other applicants that
wonder-
tried to get.
What criteria?
I was just gonna.
There is.
I was also gonna say, imagine the background check. They will
Yeah.
know everything about you, like your
Like-
mum's, everything.
Yeah, I wonder like how it must be like really, really strict, and you must like fit into.
Yeah,
all
there's got to be
brackets and
certain.
stuff.
Yeah, and also I can't believe it's only 6 months training.
Yeah.
They've got to have
probably.
training previous though.
Yeah,
and others-
I wonder if it's like they were in the army before. and
Maybe,
stuff.
yeah. That one guy looked really young though. He looked like Garen's age.
The seat that you have earned. How did you earn that seat? You earned that seat by getting through our very, very difficult and in-depth vetting process. And you should be congratulated. And I hope you celebrated, because the celebration time is over. Now's the time for business. Everybody clear on that? On Saturday, you will depart.
Before they begin their Secret Service specific training, these recruits will spend 3 months at the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center in Artesia, New Mexico,
Get back in the building now.
before returning to Maryland for 3 more months of focused training. That includes driving,
Oh my gosh.
marksmanship, hand-to-hand combat, and realistic threat scenarios.
You're going to hear a phrase over and over and over again throughout your training, in particular this week. The Secret Service has a zero-fail mission. What that means in layman's terms, ladies and gentlemen,
No
is
pressure.
this.
Yeah.
You don't get a bad day in the Secret Service. There's plenty of other pursuits out there, noble pursuits, lawyers, plumbers, firemen, doctors. If one of those folks has a rough night the night before, stays out late, they have to deal with their boss, some kind of disciplinary action. If you have a bad day and you don't do your job, you're going to change the world. Is there anyone that doesn't want to proceed at this point? All right, then let's get down to business.
Imagine being the one person who's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I just want to go home. That's too much for me.
We spent 3 days at the training center, where we observed recruits at various stages of training.
It's going to be a long week.
For the new class, their first week focuses on a physical evaluation and getting rid of any bad habits they may have brought into the academy.
We left yesterday without chairs being pushed in, and now we can't pay attention to detail 1 minute after the detail's given out. And we're laughing and joking in here. It is going to be an extremely long week. Do not make plans for Friday getting out of here on time, because that ain't happening.
Although we were allowed to film inside the academy, our access was limited, and we were only able to film certain aspects of training.
I was gonna say this is probably a very
Yeah.
minimal amount of what they do. They can't show everything because I
Yeah.
mean, like, then everyone knows their secrets.
which
Eh?
remained secret.
There's certain things that we will not be able to show yourself or any other members of the media here, and that's really for the safety of our protectees. We don't want to advertise our playbook, so to speak.
For example, we weren't able to film any training that incorporated this partial replica of Air Force One, used to create specific scenarios where the president is threatened.
We don't want to give people specifics into our protective methodologies that we have in place for some of our protection. Clearly, some of those things we cannot share, and that's really to make sure that we're not giving any sort of an advantage to any of our adversaries out there.
I love these old things.
The United States Secret Service, America's first line of defense against the counterfeiter and the crime.
The Secret Service was founded in 1865. Its primary mission, to combat the counterfeiting of U.S. currency.
The famed Secret Service, whose foremost duty is protecting the President of the United States and his family.
I don't know whether it was the microphones or something back then, but all like the people who
Yeah.
spoke, they don't sound American.
No.
Like, you know, with the American accent.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if you listen to him,
His foremost duty is protecting the President of the United States and
like
his
very
family.
protecting the president.
The
But-
Secret Service
Sorry.
began in
Like, it's the same if they talk like that in Slovakian.
Yeah,
It's
but-
exactly the same tone,
Yeah, that's
same
what-
thing. So I wonder
Like
if
even
it's
the old, because I listen to like really old, some old like Hancock's Half Hour. I don't think you've ever seen it, but it was the same thing. It's a British thing. They've got that same sort of tonality or whatever it's called.
Yeah, even in Slovak.
Yeah.
its protective mission after the 1901 assassination of President William McKinley.
I am the president's personal bodyguard.
Smoking on TV, go.
I go where he goes. I want to say that anybody who has no business with him better look out. And believe me, I don't mean maybe.
Since the Secret Service began its protective mission, the president has remained a target. Since 1901, President Kennedy has been the sole president to die at the hands of an assassin, despite numerous attempts by others. Like in 1994,
Is that him?
when a gunman opened fire on the White House.
Where the heck was he even shooting?
I don't know.
He's just running
actually.
past. Watch him. Look. He can't see the president from there.
No.
And then watch.
When
Is
a
that the
gunman
Secret
opened
Service?
fire on the White House while President Clinton watched a football game inside.
Due to the weight of our protective mission, we have to make sure that anyone in those positions is truly worthy of trust and confidence, which is our motto here. We're getting ready to go into another campaign year, so we have to build up our workforce in order to help support that.
The base salary for new agents and officers starts as low as $47,000 a year. Potential recruits apply on the Secret Service website, but most applicants are eliminated during an intense vetting process.
Generally, it takes quite a long time in order to get through our screening process. The very in-depth background checks, qualification to obtain a top secret clearance and maintain one, to undergo a polygraph examination, successfully pass that. They have a lot to be proud of just for the fact that they're sitting here.
Stay right there.
One thing to understand, guys, this is not a video game.
In this exercise, recruits interact with a video screen that plays a scenario involving a potential threat to a protectee.
I'm too much of a clown, aren't I? Like, can you imagine me doing something? I'd be cracking jokes. I'm terrible with stuff
you
like
couldn't
this.
do this.
No,
No ways.
I'm too much like it's. I don't crack jokes to try to be the funny one. I do it to joke because I'm really uncomfortable in these sort of situations where, like, he's standing up there in front of all of them. Like, I would have to crack a joke,
Yeah.
like, because I'm just uncomfortable with it.
Scenario involving a potential threat to a protectee.
Search up! Hey, stop moving! Stop moving!
And are judged on how quickly they're able to assess and respond to the threat.
So, there's the gun I knew I was going to find. What can I do with this?
Recruits also engage with role players who create realistic law enforcement scenarios.
I'll check it over here, officer.
Working in motor vehicles plays a big part in
Those are
training,
cool cars,
what the
eh?
Academy calls protective transportation. Recruits train behind the wheel of high-speed Dodge Challengers and Chevy Suburbans.
The Secret Service's mission is to get protectees safely from point A to point B. The training that we provide enhances that mission, that foundational driving that they are going to need to be effective Secret Service agents.
All right, is everybody ready?
Recruits also
God.
experience a
I'd puke my
rollover
guts up.
simulator to prepare them for what it's like inside a vehicle that's flipped over.
Next four up.
The instructor allowed us in the simulator
I couldn't do that. I've got such a weak stomach. I'm upside down.
to experience it from the inside. Recruits spend hours on the firing range.
I'd like to do that.
They cross paths with active agents who've come back to the academy for in-service training. Recruits engage in water-based scenarios, including being challenged to escape from this apparatus,
Oh no.
which simulates being trapped in a helicopter that's flipped upside down underwater.
That's my worst nightmare.
So want to be here?
I think.
I think I'd do better at that than with that car. Because I'm
See,
okay in the
the other
water.
way around.
I'm alright in the water. I can like hold my breath.
That's one thing.
It's not that I'm scared of water. I'm fine with the water. But in that kind of a situation, I think my panic would
Nah,
start.
yeah.
That's one thing I think I won't pass on if I go to the Navy or if I just say I do this, is the water.
No? I think you'll be
I
alright.
hate the water.
Yeah, I think it's because I don't know, but you've hated the water since you were a little baby. Remember
Since
trying to
you were
bath him?
born, you hate water.
Don't get us wrong, he loves swimming, but you have to have your goggles,
Yeah,
don't you? He doesn't like water in his eyes.
Or, no, not eyes, nose.
Oh, is it no?
Nose,
Ah.
yeah, but like
need
since
to get
he
your nose
was
plugged.
born, since his first bath,
Jeez, but I think
Oh.
Darren was a nightmare.
he would just scream and
Oh.
scream. Leia, on the other hand,
She would
that's
stay in there for ages.
complete opposite. She's a proper water baby.
Yeah, even though Leia was only happy when she was in the bath
Yeah.
as a baby. Leia was a nightmare as a baby. She used to cry her head off all the time, eh?
Yeah.
Put her in the bath, she was happy as Larry.
You guys ready to do some team tactics?
Recruits learn control tactics used to detain and subdue an assailant. Male and female recruits train together throughout basic training. Of the approximately 7,000 people in the Secret Service, less than 25% are female.
I'm gonna come around and check your seals one more time.
One of the most challenging parts of training occurs when the recruits are exposed to tear gas.
Ooh, I feel the tear gas chamber. Yeah, look.
Oof, it is burning my eyes. We couldn't bring our camera inside the gas chamber, but we did convince an officer to shoot inside with an iPhone, showing us what it's like for recruits when they're exposed to the gas.
Oh, they had to take it off.
Yes.
Oh no.
What does it do to you?
It just irritated. Like,
We weren't
wow.
allowed
Is
to
it the same
interview
as pepper
recruits during
spray?
training.
What did the police in South Africa use? Because like there was a bit of a scrap one night when I was young outside a club. You know Ian, who I was speaking to yesterday. Him and I and JP, we got like pepper sprayed or tear gas, and it was horrible. It like burns like hell. Your eyes are just watering. Your chest feels like it's really itchy. Like it's horrible.
Or to film at graduation. Once training is complete, these future agents and officers begin their zero-fail mission against the backdrop of an intense election year in a nation divided by
When was this video
politics.
brought out?
We protect the office of the president. We're not political appointees. It doesn't matter to us who the people elect. We're going to protect those individuals with the same zealousness that we would regardless. Political opinions don't come into play at all. What we're focused on is training, preparing them to do the job that they're going to need to do, and that's all that counts for us.
Hectic, eh?
Yeah.
Do you reckon you could do it?
Nope.
2019, so that was just before the 2020 election.
Yeah.
I think I'd be okay with the water.
It's a tough one, isn't it? Because like like they said, like they didn't show
Yeah,
a
like,
lot of
I reckon
things
they only
like
showed
that.
about 10% of it.
It must be proper hard and tough to get through. I wonder how many recruits actually leave before
Well,
they
that's what,
finish.
they didn't say that, did they? Whereas
No.
the Buds one, they said how many, like,
Because like it's so much responsibility, isn't it?
well, also the training. A lot of people just can't take the training.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think you'll be okay, Gavin.
I think
to be
you'd be
honest
alright.
because you're very tough guy. Like you, like once you put your head, like
Once you put your mind on
once you
something.
focus on something, then you can do it. Especially when it comes to like a physical stuff.
Yeah.
But I bet you there's lots of mental stuff that they need
Oh
to
yeah,
learn as well.
yeah,
isn't
I
it?
reckon. I don't know. Like I'm too much. I really,
Really
I don't feel comfortable with. I'm terrible with stuff like that. Even now, at my age, and with everyone that we know and love, like when we go to Kat's mum for Christmas and they give out Christmas presents and that, even now, after 17, 18 years of being together, I still feel really uncomfortable, like
Yeah.
standing up in front of people. It's not something I like, isn't. So like that training and that, if it's just me and the instructor, I'm fine. But as soon as there's like two or more people, I feel really like edgy. Yeah, listen to me thinking that I could do it, but I know I probably couldn't. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. We hope you guys have a fantastic week. Don't let work stress you out too much, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've been working all weekend, to be honest with you, upstairs and trying to get this house sorted. And it feels like we are swimming against the tide. Like we're not getting anywhere. We are, but it just feels like it's not going anywhere. But yeah, a vlog should come out this week to show you guys what we've been up to. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your evening, and we will see you when?
Next video.
Bye.